So this is day one in the new house and I'm loving it. It's kind of dark right now. It's about 5 p.m. It is coming down like cats and dogs out there. But it's really beautiful. But it is really coming down. And I'm feeling at peace. I really like this new space. Still obviously tons of work to do. This is just the next day. I feel like a sumo wrestler after a fight. Like my body is in pain, but I just can't help but smile and feel blessed and grateful for the new space. And Kenton feels worse. He's still at work. He hasn't come back yet. And yeah, so I just wanted to show you how beautiful it was, but also how heavy the rain was coming. And also because we have skylights in the space, it's like it feels so much louder when the rain comes down. So let me show you my future home office. I'm in this space, and again, I apologize, I have all the lights off because I just like it that way, because I was also in the kitchen. I'm busy trying to put all our stuff away. So, I don't know if you can see the rain. At the front door, and there's a light fixture right above us, and I'm just going to turn around. As you can tell already, this is a traditional home in some sense, but it's also a little bit vintage. It's got nice wood floors, honey colored wood floors, which I love because I didn't want carpet. Actually, I totally hate carpet, especially when you don't know if people smoked or if they had pets. So there's these two large glass doors, and in between that is a nice fireplace. I don't know if it's gas or a real wood fireplace. There's lights above. What I really liked about this big open space is the fact that there are skylights, so we will get some light in here. And what you're looking at straight ahead is a room that is intended as the dining room, but it has carpet in there, and it feels closed off, so I think we're going to use it as an office. I'm turning with my back to the fireplace, and you can see the front door over there. That there opening goes to the kitchen, and that's the door to the kitchen. This side door here, it's got this leaded glass. I'm not sure what it is. It looks almost like a bar slash pantry. It's a little dark in here. Let me turn on. Oh, okay. All right, so yeah, it's got these this nook where you can put wine bottles, wine if you drink wine or alcohol. And this almost looks like a pantry. You could also use it for books or supplies. There's a mirror here. I don't know if this used to be a bathroom or something. Who knows? I'm gonna go into the kitchen. This is the only part of the house I'm not really a big fan of, but it has great bones. I mean, if someone wanted to renovate it, it would be a good space. So there's this very dated fridge, and Kareem is at the sink. I hope it works. And an old dishwasher, stove. Kareem, try, what's that contraption underneath that cabinet there?
It's a radio.
That's a radio? Go ahead, let's see if it works. And that big window looks into the open living room space. Okay, so this kitchen is fairly large. I do like that it has a big bay window, and you could actually sit down there. I could imagine putting some plants here. This big blank wall, I might put a table there, maybe some shelves up there or a mirror, I'm not sure. Well, not a mirror in the kitchen, but some artwork and some shelves perhaps, or keep it blank. There's a light fixture above, so there's this big open space area, which makes me think it was intended for a table below. Okay, so here on this side, and there's Kareem for reference, There is a pantry. So, pretty dated looking, but you could certainly freshen it up and it will be very helpful because where we are now has barely any storage. You can see some drawers, lots of drawers. And I'm not really one for a dishwasher. I don't really care to use them. We wash by hand. And I know that sounds dated, but I definitely don't like it. So here is the fridge, one of the old-fashioned freezer on top. And you can see how tall it is. It's not very tall. Kareem is much taller than the fridge. As a family of 5, we will need a much more updated fridge. So the cabinets, dated, but functional. These are fairly large, fairly wide. I guess these would be great for pots. Rolls out, good. But definitely not my style. And again, this is an opportunity to be creative and make your own. Definitely not a fan of this border of wallpaper above. But it is a fairly big kitchen, as you can see. Past the fridge, there is a room here. What is this? Oh, laundry room. So we currently have a very small laundry space. So this reminds me of our last house. There's a laundry sink. Open up the cabinets, Kareem. Yeah, a lot of storage room. So you can put definitely more than detergent here. You could literally use this as another pantry if you wanted to. A lot of cabinets. This door is past the laundry room and there is a big garage. So this will save us in terms of storage. Wow, there must be an attic up there. There's a ladder. And there's also, I don't want to press this button. I don't know where it leads to, but there's also storage here for big stuff. And when you go past the garage, there's also another room. So for Daddy who loves his gadgets and tools, this is perfect. Look at this. It could easily be a craft room or a place to store your tools. Yeah. So definitely a creative space, and it opens up to the back. Going back out into the living room. All right, let's go down that hall straight ahead, which leads to the bedrooms. We're past the front door. And the first room is, I think, what we were calling Kareem's room. Kareem and Khalid's room. It's not a really big room, but it's big enough. It's got a built-in desk in there. Kareem, open up the drawers. Okay, so yeah, you could actually store clothes or sweaters in there in addition to school supplies. Further down, this is a linen closet right there. And this is Miriam's room, which is nice because the poor girl has had to share for the last year. So she's got a decent enough size closet with these plantation shutters, which are in very good shape. Okay, carpet on the floor, but it's in very good shape. It does not look like it has any stains. It's heavy duty. All right, now this would be their bathroom. It's got a skylight, which is nice. Dated fixtures, but that's okay. Very neutral palette. It's tile on the back. Toilet, sink, all that good stuff. And it's got a medicine cabinet. Vintage tile. This is the same hexagonal tile that was in our guest bathroom in our last house in master bedroom. Is fairly large. It's quite large. It's got a nice picturesque window and it's got a fan. It does have carpet. Not a fan of this bluish green, maybe blue carpet, dark blue. You can see it's a really nice view out there. You can see the back porch there, all these trees. It slopes down, and the master has a large bathroom, and this is the closet. It's got a walk-in closet. Ooh, we missed that. We can finally get our clothes out of boxes and trunks and suitcases. So here's the master bath. Again, pretty dated in my opinion, but functional. I like that it has a medicine cabinet on each side of the bathroom, you can see. And there are 2 mirrors and a window in between. Toilet, bathtub, not the prettiest. Horrible wallpaper, but we could live with it. Just make it your own. Do you guys know what this is? Can you appreciate there is smoke coming out of it? This is like a incense burner, natural incense burner. You find these in churches. When I was younger, or as a little girl, I remember smelling it, this particular scent in church with my great-grandmother, Granny. And growing up, my grandmother, my mom's mom, Grandma, or Karistine, she would always tell us that when you move into a new house, you should bless it and you should ward off evil spirits. So honestly, as many times as we've moved, I've always done this. We walk through the house and basically pray and swing this from side to side to ward off evil spirits. Now, do I believe that this works? No, but it doesn't necessarily hurt, so I do it. It's become a tradition. We burn myrrh, I think it's called. I'll show you what it looks like. I have like a stash that I keep. Let me put this down for a minute. And I'll show you. I have this little drawer where I keep just a few things, and space isn't really well organized yet. But look, so you have the charcoal, and the charcoal goes at the base, and this is super hot. It goes in there. And on top of the charcoal, we add these. I think it comes from a tree bark. Different organic, natural smells. Very pleasant, very sweet smell. Smells like perfume. And again, it smells like the stuff you may have grown up smelling in church. If you go to like some of these old traditional churches, myrrh. I remember my grandma always telling me, never go in a house which you never bless. You must bless it and ward off the evil spirits. So grandma, wherever you are, hopefully in heaven, you appreciate that I've continued the tradition. So it's fitting, the first day, this is our first day in this new home, and I made some chicken soup. So I've got corn and butternut squash and barley. Barley is not something I cook with often, but I've got barley. You know, barley, it looks like, kind of like rice, but it's not. It's almost like oats, I think. And it's a little chewy, and you cook it for about 45 minutes. So this is gonna be good. It's been cold and rainy, and the kids were soaked when they came back from school, totally drenched. They had to take off their clothes and dry off, so I think this is fitting. So I got Cousin Marlene up in here. She's trying the Patti LaBelle pie. You know this? People were raving over this last year like it was crack. So she's gonna try it for the first time and see if it's all that. But can you see how moist it is? It's so sweet and buttery. And I'm not eating any, she is. Lies, you know I'm gonna eat some.
You know she's gonna have a piece. This definitely looks good.
Girl, hurry up and cut it.
I'm cutting it. You just gotta take your time. Make love to it.
Did you hear her? I'm making love to the pie.
Just cut it. Make love to it.
Ooh, looks good though. Patti LaBelle, you did your thing. Oh, it fell over. That's okay. Yes. All right, I'm ready for you to taste it and tell me your first impression.
I need to warm it up and put some milk on top.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm weird. But
All right, it's supposed to be made with sweet potatoes, butter, and spice. But it tastes homemade, don't it? For real? It really does. One thing I love about this time of the year is all the fall fruit. How beautiful are these apples? These are actually from New York State. So yeah, they're sweet but also very tart, and the kids take them to school for lunch. Or I was thinking of making maybe a pie. It would be a good apple for pie. So yeah, they're nice and crisp. Take advantage of this time of year and eat healthy, or eat healthier than you have during the other times of the year. Look, I had to show you this. Right outside the kitchen window, here's a nice cardinal just sitting in the branches. I'm gonna try to come close and see. Hopefully it doesn't fly away. I don't know, right dead center. If you look, you will see beautiful cardinal. Do you see it? Let me turn a little bit. Oh, these are the sort of things I love about nature and North Carolina specifically. Yeah, there you go. Let me try to turn so you can see its head. Oh, he's so cute. So look at this bed. Right now it doesn't look very impressive, but when I'm done with it, it will be. Can't believe how much I paid for this. Here's the actual bed head. That was the back, and this is the front, the headboard. And it's solid wood. Beautiful design, but I want it white, so I'm going to paint it. I'm going to use this paint. It comes with primer. I just got this from Walmart, interior paint and primer. It's for kitchens, bathrooms, hallways, basically semi-gloss, and hopefully it'll give me enough coverage. So I think this is either country white or antique white. I don't remember, because I remember being in the store trying to figure out which one I really wanted. But yeah, when I am done with this, you will see. And this was for a bargain, major bargain. Major bargain. So anyway, let me get to painting before Mariam gets home. So I'm going to surprise her and put her bed together, make her room look pretty. So I went ahead and lightly sanded the piece of furniture before planning to paint it. And you know, I'm one of those who loves DIYs, so this is right up my alley. Sorry, I don't think you could see there. Yeah, I love DIY. And if you can save money and make something beautiful, why not? I mean, seriously, this bed would have cost me hundreds of dollars, several hundreds of dollars, and you won't believe that I bought it for $35. Are you serious? Yes, actually not even $35, $30. $30. And all I'm going to do is spend about an hour painting it, let it dry for about 4 hours, and then come back and put in another coat. Yeah, so it'll probably require 2 coats. But honestly, I think it's worth it. If you can do things yourself, you can save yourself a ton of money and be happy, you know, because now you did it, so it's personal. All right, I'll see you when it's done. All right, Miriam, let's see. Daddy got her some sesame seeds too. Are these sesame seeds
Yeah,
or
sesame seeds.
sesame? What's this?
The dates with coconut.
Dates with coconut. Interesting. I guess that's a snack. Or sesame. Is it a good day, honey?
Long day.
Yeah. It was stormy today. It was like really
Right?
stormy and dark.
Really?
Yeah, really. How about you, Miriam? As I eat my delicious cookies. Dinner time, and made some stewed chicken with some potatoes and some rice and peas. Right there, can you see the beans or black-eyed peas with some seasoning and some kale and cabbage. I haven't had kale in a while, but I thought we would have some veggies, usual veggies, but this time with some kale. Don't forget to have your greens. Combat colon cancer and all those bad things. Okay, so kids are ready to eat. It's raining outside. Okay, eventually I'll give you a house tour. This is just the entrance, and I honestly haven't bought anything new. Everything in here is stuff that I owned. It's at least 5 to 10 years. But anyway, I wanted to show you, if this will get in focus, I wanted to show you my hair. So I haven't done anything new except I cut them. So can you see? I cut them to shoulder length, or basically just above my shoulders, which is what my natural hair is. And actually you'll see I took out some of the locks. So some of these are actually my natural hair twisted. Can you see? But I thought it was kind of cute, so I'm gonna go out like this today, and going with my cousin who wants to buy or look around at some thrift shops. So I enjoy thrifting. You never know what you find. Yeah, it's been fun. So anyway, just wanted to show you my hair. Cute, huh? See you later. In my Jamaica t-shirt, do you see? The place isn't furnished yet. Not really. I mean, I've got certain parts of the house done, but I really like how this turned out. Look at this wall. So I put some of my favorite masks and woven mats. You see the woven mats over there. Those masks there, that's a gift from my mom from Kenya. That one's African, Nigerian. Yeah, I really liked how it turned out. I'm giving it this sort of bohemian vibe. Let me show you. Let's walk up. So I'm not going to show you the whole place. You can also see some mess in the background. But yeah, this corner, I found a place to put my pictures that I've drawn many years ago. Hopefully you can see it. Yes, I do draw, or can draw, when I have the right amount of time and the right mindset, because it takes a particular type of mindset to want to sit down and draw, just like it does to want to sit down and write or sit down and paint. Anyway, this Maasai lady, it was actually originally taken from a picture on a postcard. I saw a postcard sent from my father to my mom many years ago, and I liked it. And then I also saw it on a calendar that my mom sent me, so I drew it. But yeah, that necklace around her neck above her shoulder is, I believe, inspired by jewelry like this. So I have one of the real ones, which I've worn. It's kind of interesting. It's got cowrie shells at the bottom. Isn't that cool? Maybe one of these days I'll wear it again. And this here is a Moroccan lamp. You know, it's got that Middle Eastern vibe. You can tell the pattern. And we bought this many years ago at an auction. So I kind of like to mix high-end with items found at auction, with items thrifted. You know, I'm not one of those snobby people where everything's got to be brand new or fancy. I just surround myself with things I like. And of course, got to have the plants. Must have plants. I've always had plants. Growing up, I had plants in the house, outside the house, plants everywhere. It was where I liked to play and fantasize, and it just reminds me of the tropics. And of course, when you're African and Caribbean, you've always known and been surrounded by plants, and I find them very comforting, and it makes the place come alive. Anyway, that's a little brief tour of this corner. So in our last place, you guys might remember this dresser. This was a DIY. I bought this from a thrift shop, really cheap. Probably something like, I don't know, the magic number in that furniture place or thrift shop is about $30. So it's actually a really big piece. Look. It has like several drawers, and I gave it to my son, so I kind of repainted it to freshen it up, and I put this bamboo table runner on it, which kind of gives it that, you know, ethnic, tribal / I don't know, Asian feel because of this natural material on it. And these knives, daggers, are from his uncle, my brother Bashir. He bought this for him. He's got a chess set on it. He's got this ugly thing, which I think it's ugly, but Kenton, his father, likes it. It's actually an incense burner, so it's quite practical. Underneath it holds incense, and the smoke comes out from their various mouths. Kareem is also a Star Wars and movie buff fan. So anyway, I just wanted to show you what you can do with thrift shop finds. If you've just got a good gallon of paint, it goes a long way and makes a piece look like you spent a ton of money on it and you didn't. So this is a corner in Miriam's room. I still have to put curtains up on there. There are no curtains, but I just wanted to show you that bed. Remember that bed I was painting? Look at the final product. See? It looks brand new, and it's white instead of the dark brown or chocolate that it was before. See? Doesn't that look pretty good? Yep, Miriam had no idea that I didn't buy it this way. She came in one day and she was like, why are you painting a white bed white? I was like, because it wasn't white when it started. So yeah, that's her bed. And this is a doll her dad got her. It's one of those American dolls. This is, what's her name? Kaya, the American girl. She really doesn't like dolls. I love dolls. Miriam says that she thinks dolls are spooky. I don't know. She's one of those type of girls where she just doesn't like dolls, but she loves her books. And this is another DIY project I wanted to show you above her bed, which was kind of simple. All I did was take, fairy lights, and I tacked it on the wall with push pins. You don't even need to use nails if you want to save the wall. And then I use craft wire to tie the fairy lights to the push pins. And then I took some of these. They sell them now everywhere. These are these clothes pegs, to dry clothes with. You can buy them at Walmart. These were the mini versions, and I just took some crazy glue and put crazy glue on the wooden pegs and basically glued it to the light so they won't come off. And then when I need to, you can just clip whatever it is that you want to it. So it's really cool, and you can see these all over Instagram, fairy lights. But what I did is, she wants to be a writer, so I put all the black female writers / directors on there For example, Miss Issa Rae, Mara Brock, of course we all know Shonda Rhimes, Miss Ava here, and this here is actually part of a book by Toni Morrison. So what I've decided to do is, if I find something interesting, I'll pin it here for Mariam, and then she'll read it. And she actually liked this and said she wants to get the book. That's her parents, her goofy parents, Kenton and I, when we were a lot younger. That's her grandmother, or my mom, Barbara Ann, who lives in New York City. This is a party she had when she was about, I think she was about 6, 7, in our last house in Laurenburg. And this was a picture of her, which I really love because she looks so adorable, wearing, you know, traditional African Ankara cloth. And I made that dress for her, so I sewed that little dress for her. I was stay-at-home mom for a year right out of residency, and I decided I wanted to spend some time with my 3 babies, so I could sew, I could decorate, and all that cool stuff that I'm doing recently. And of course her favorite show is Blackish, and there are 2 of the stars from Blackish, Miss Ross and Yara. So anyway, it's a cool project, and it's simple, and you know, if your little girl or little boy likes this sort of stuff, I think it's a nice way to decorate and to educate. So yeah, that's her bed, and I'll give you a tour of her room when we're done, because we're really not done. You know, there's still some boxes there. Her closet is neatly arranged, but again, I won't show that to you until her room is done. Okay. I said I wasn't going to show you the rest of the room, and I'm not. But I got to show you this desk. You know, look at this. If you saw this desk, you would think, wow, how much did they spend? Nope. I spent $30 for this desk, and I painted it myself. So this is another DIY project. So I really encourage you guys to look out at thrift shops. Don't knock it. You know, sometimes there are good finds out there. And as your kid grows older and you don't want to spend tons of money every time, you know, to redecorate their room, you know, just find something at a thrift shop. And if it's in good condition, like this was pretty solid. I believe Miriam's doing chemistry now. My big girl is doing chemistry. It looks all complicated and crap. You sure is that chemistry or is that math? So we finally went to the mailbox. We hadn't picked up our mail in like a month since we moved.
A month?
It's been like a month. Look at all the mail. Anyway, hubby got me a stove so she can cook outside when she wants. Ooh, and it's gas?
Well, it's
Portable
butane and
outdoor
propane.
dual fuel stove, butane and propane. Awesome. I'm gonna have fun with this, or at least in the little bit of time that I'm home. So you guys, I am so excited. Look at this. This is going to be a DIY project. This is a door, and you won't believe how much I paid for it. $5. Can you believe that? This is at the Habitat for Humanity. So right now it's just looking like a plain beat up door. He's taking the hardware off. But this is going to be a chalkboard in the kitchen. So I've been wanting a chalkboard to put some lists, you know, when you make a shopping list or have to-dos, and sort of a decorative place, because the kids and I love to write and doodle and draw and all of that. So that's going to be super cool. Can't wait. I got some chalkboard paint, and that cost us $5. Actually, no, $10 at Home Depot. Chalkboard paint, and that's what I'm going to use on it. I'm going to keep the handle because I think it makes it kind of quirky to have a blackboard with a door handle on it, and then I can hang things from it like a wreath or, you know, some of my Rust-Oleum chalkboard paint in black. And I didn't buy a huge can. This is about 30 ounces. Okay, and I also have my paint pan and a roller, this smooth roller. So this is not the large one. This is not the super small one. This is 3/8 in nap and 4 inches long. So this should be fun and easy project. And I've done a lot of painting over the years, different projects. It's so nice and soft, and I could use a paintbrush, but the paintbrush would leave lines, so this is a lot smoother. Okay, let's get this started. Get this paint opened. And as I mentioned before, the paint, this size was only $10. I really should have gloves, but oh well. You can also stir it if you need to. Usually they recommend stirring it. Okay. I might put some gloves on. I'm not going to bother with the gloves, but I recommend you put gloves on. I'm going to do my best not to get it on my hands. Okay, let's put this first stroke. Voila! Obviously, I'm going to need a few more coats, or several coats. And when I come back, we'll be all done. Okay, so far I have one coat on. And I didn't do around the door handle, so I'm going to use a brush and gently go around the door handle. It would be smart to tape around it, but she's a little bit impatient. So I'm just going to paint around it with the brush. So I'm celebrating my blackboard with these black sweet grapes. Aren't they beautiful? They're super sweet. They've been a few days in the fridge, so they got a little crinkly, but let me show you. There she is, the beautiful blackboard. I can't wait to decorate her and write little messages for the kids, especially since I'm going to be away. Yeah, so it just needs to dry for a few hours and it'll be ready for some chalk. Simple and inexpensive. Alright, so I'm going to outline. These are supposed to be magnolia leaves. I don't know if you can see that says fall. Maybe we'll clean this up. Okay, here is the final product as you walk into the kitchen. Isn't it beautiful? I really like how it turned out. Can you see the garland on the top? That was supposed to be, well, kind of like a wreath, magnolia wreath, magnolia leaves. And it says happy fall underneath there. It's separated, the messages are separated with a spoon and a fork. And I have a grocery list, and I also have to-do list on the side, and I put, you know, a pleasant quote, eat well, pray often, and love always. And you know, that's not a quote I came up with. That's a very common quote that you can quote, that you can find online. And I also put bless this house right by this pumpkin that I drew. As you can see, I took advantage of the door handle and put this little leftover remnant garland that I had. I just cut it and put it around. It's got these fall leaves, and I like the fact that I can change it up whenever I want to. seasonally, so come Christmas I will switch it up, draw something different. The kids can write messages and, you know, update their to-do list. I also purposely kind of put it off to the side. As you can see, it's not centered on the wall, but I thought it looked better this way, slightly off center. So I really like overall how it came out. What do you think? Not bad, huh? And you can see here that the back still has the door handle, original door handle. I left it because it helps the door to lean against the wall at a slant. See, if I move it out, you can see the door is not leaning against the wall directly. It gets to lean at a slant. So, yeah. Love it.
17th.
Yeah,
September 17th.
Today is 17th of September, and we are going to another bloggers meetup. I am with the beautiful Jade here. Look at her looking all snazzy. All right, so we're going to Durham, and I think my hair looks a hot mess. It really does. This is called lazy. I haven't done anything with it. Oh wow, I just saw that bus look like the London buses.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I just went by. Jade, got those nice pants. Look at them. Turn to the side. What's going on here? Rotary Club of Durham. Oh, it's an arts fair, like a crafts fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, I have been here a few years ago. Look at that. We're going straight ahead. Scripted. Guarantee you guys were yelling. I know, right? Everybody's wearing orange.
We didn't get the orange memo.
Alright, finally brought back Tierney's band. Tierney,
It must be documented.
how much you gonna give me? What you gonna do to get your band back?
Like, what do you want me to do?
Let me see. I need a strip dance.
Whoa.
Ooh, I need a dance.
Hey, the earrings come off first.
But here, it was not blown out. I had
I went to the supermarket with it, and I was looking at my hand thinking, oh my God, does your job cover dog insurance or pet insurance?
Get other options. Okay. Just because even though the wellness program is a good idea, you take the dog to PetSmart anywhere else, I'm gonna end up with a bill. So that's where I am right now. But honey, let me tell you something. When she gave me that telephone yesterday, my heart dropped. I was like, what? And of course you gotta have it, because she gotta have the match, she gotta have a procedure, they did all these tests. And I'm like, but I got a coupon for the free puppy exam.
I'm gonna miss you guys,
Wait.
but I will see you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay then. Oh, well. Okay, so you dive into female. Right. Right.
Food comes out for everyone else?
No, we can leave it.
Okay. Alright. Sorry about that.
Ooh, those fries look good.
They do. I'm about to steal
Side
somebody.
of fries by
My
itself.
side of fries, thank you,
Alright.
and salad. And it better be good.
It's gonna be
I got you.
It's gonna be great.